So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. Third down coming up. Shotgun now for Jones. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big one for the Ravens. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Jones. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Sione Takitaki.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
Second down and 8. Throwing now, Cousins. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now, Cousins. That's into the hands of Smythe, the tight end. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Cousins. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Now, Cousins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Short pass taken in by Kelce. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Right back to Kelce again. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Houston. Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Jones now on first down. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Cousins. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Cousins. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down, Cousins. A short one caught by Kelsey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing his Cousins. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. And they cash it in on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. Dicker's kick is good. And the Texans going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. We'll try to run here with Barkley. He will have a Ravens 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. A short one here, caught by McBride. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll look underneath here for Barkley. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
He's he's got his tight end. That's McBride. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Jones. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cordell Flott.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
They'll go right back to Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He's to the 15, and he will score. Game on. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Cousins now on 2nd down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down for Houston. A run here with Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Throwing now, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other side.
He's got room to the 45. 20. 15. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. It's a big play when they needed it the most. That goes for 58. Here is 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. A short game, down to the 7. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. To throw is Jones. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. But now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Jones now on 3rd and goal. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that 3rd down sack? Opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now, on 2nd and long. Now, Cousins. He'll find his man. That's Kendrick Bourne.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win this one. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk